It may be thought that you are really devoted to the emblem if you are holding a sheep. You probably never imagined that a day would come when individuals would sell their Bitcoin in order to purchase sheep, however. The improbable has indeed occurred, and as you would anticipate, Shiba Inu has benefited greatly from it. Make sure to watch the whole video because it will be fascinating. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the curve in the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. But before we get to the important news, you may be interested to hear that Shiba Inu has finally risen to the 11th position. It has surpassed $6 billion in market worth, moving it beyond Polygon and into the 11th spot on the list of top cryptocurrencies by market size. Shiba Inus haven't been so near to the top 10 in a while, so it's quite clear that the tides are shifting in SHIB's favor. To give you an idea of how great things have been going for SHIB, only in the last week alone, the token saw a passive 14% increase in new SHIB addresses. As a result, the network now has more than 3.5 million SHIB addresses. It would still be fairly stunning if that were it, but there is more. Additionally, there are a lot more SHIB addresses that are profitable now. According to ETH News, the value of SHIB token holders' holdings in the $1 million to $10 million valuation range has increased by 52.6%. The approaching release of Shibarium is the main factor driving this trend, which shows increased market expectation. This is absurd. If you give it some serious thought, these folks have virtually doubled their investment in the last few days. Who could have imagined? Where the surge is coming from should, however, be the more crucial query. Well, there have been a lot of recent events that have caused the surge. To begin with, a massive whale recently pounced and purchased billions of SHIB tokens. Of course, the quantity of tokens purchased is extremely intriguing, and I'll talk about it shortly. The whale is a brand new whale, which raises the intrigue even more. That is to say, the almost 4.5 trillion SHIB they bought were the first SHIB they had ever bought. Would you agree that it's a big step for someone who is unfamiliar with the ecosystem? Whoever the owner of the wallet was, they made no effort to stop. They made the decision to spend close to $50 million on their first purchase of billions of SHIB tokens, since they were aware that this is what they desired. Additionally, they could learn something in a single transaction that the rest of us do not. In fact, we've discovered that some Bitcoin holders have started trading their Bitcoins for SHIB, as if this whale's purchase wasn't absurd enough already. This is something that nobody could have predicted, as I have indicated. Not only was Bitcoin the first cryptocurrency, but also, it presently has the largest market share, and several cryptocurrencies, including SHIB, take their lead from it. SHIB, on the other hand, has been functioning independently of Bitcoin during the last several weeks. Many investors are particularly anxious, since the price of Bitcoin has been trading sideways for a time. But SHIB have been putting up fantastic statistics, dropping a zero and showing no signs of slowing down. Because they wish to keep their winnings, some Bitcoin investors have chosen to change directions and trade their cryptocurrency for SHIB. It's really fairly fascinating to see the relationship between the influx of these former Bitcoin users and the rise in Shiba Inu prices. On the one hand, it makes sense that these men are purchasing SHIB since the price has been rising. However, since additional individuals, including these former Bitcoin investors, are purchasing the token, SHIB is still doing well. You can see why SHIB has been performing well lately when you consider that some of these men are whales who purchase billions of SHIB. However, the fact that they all seem to be started by the approaching Shibarium is a common element among all of these explanations. Shibarium is scheduled to debut somewhere between September 15 and September 16, which is only a few days away, as you likely already know since you're also excited about the launch. In actuality, Satoshis original attribution of this date is when SHIB's price recovery began. Shibarium's effects on the Shiba Inu environment and their potential magnitude have been described to us. However, there have been several delays in the platform's introduction, and it seems that some users gave up after a while. But as Satoshi pointed out, individuals were urged to start or continue engaging with SHIB in a big way as of a certain date for the debut. For others, the introduction of Shibarium shows that the Shiba Inu ecosystem is still alive, making trading in Shiba Inus far less dangerous. Others, however, are only attempting to enter the market before Shibarium arrives and sends sheep to the moon. Whatever the reason, though, the fact remains that there has been a ton of participation, and Shiba Inu and its owners have reaped the rewards. If you thought this was incredibly helpful, do leave a comment and let your friends know about the video. With the YouTube algorithm, it truly helps, which enables me to keep raising the caliber of the films. The exponential moving average, or EMA, is something that experts advise we should be paying attention to while discussing the price growth of sheep. It seems that sheep's 21-day EMA has exceeded its 200-day EMA, and we should be happy about it. You claim that a possible rise may be detected when a short-term EMA, like the 21-day, surges above a long-term EMA, such the 200-day. Such a trend could be temporarily obscured by recent price movements. The longer-term, more general tendencies imply bullish momentum. This basically informs us that the price pump for sheep is going to continue. This is encouraging news for anyone who may have been concerned about the durability of the current price pumps. Of fact, there is no certain way to tell. But according to the experts, it seems as if sheep is ready to have a significant bullish run from reading the patterns. And given that Shibarium is on the way, it makes sense. Interestingly, the frequency of sheep burns is another factor that the little presence of Shibarium seems to have favorably impacted. More than 100 billion tokens have been burned by the community in the past day, a 57% increase in burn rate. 8. It's fantastic that these burns are taking place and that Shibarium will burn tokens as well, given how crucial burning are to raising the price of sheep. The dev team has more for us than just Shibarium, however. Shiba Inu also made a suggestion about something else that is extremely intriguing, and that is in reference to their cooperation with the Bad Idea AI project. It seems that things are still very much in the beginning stages, since we don't yet know the specifics of the partnership. However, the cryptic post about major events on the horizon was sufficient to generate excitement in the neighborhood. People have been speculating about the potential purposes of this alliance. While some believe it may have something to do with Shibarium, others believe it may have something to do with the 3 other agreements that were just revealed. Regardless, this relationship will undoubtedly be significant. It's understandable why Satoshi said that Shiba Inu would surpass Twitter in popularity. As you may recall, Satoshi uploaded Shiba larger than X a few days ago. He didn't provide an explanation at the time, but he did so lately. According to what he just posted on the Shiba Inu Telegram, I intentionally stated sheep more than X in my most recent tweet. No one on the earth has constructed what we have, and for many who will try to imitate it, it would take a lifetime. I say this with all my heart. Now, let us know your thoughts. Is this realistic, or is it simply wishful thinking? Post your comments in the space provided below. This brings us to the conclusion of the video. Please like this video and remark in the comments area if you liked the video. I find that the YouTube algorithm is much aided by this.